Everyone, today we'll be discussing about the second protocol which is there in the automatic repeat request. So which is the second one is your go back in the previous session we have learned about the stop and wait. That concept I will just give a brief description. It's nothing but each and every time sender will be sending one packet at a time. It will be sent and then it will be received at the other end. When the acknowledgement is being sent, then only the next frame can be sent. That is the disadvantage you can say in stop and wait. But the same disadvantage has been made an advantage factor in go back in. So let's check out what do you mean by go back in this session. The selectively repeat I will do it tomorrow, but today we will be learning on this session about the go back in. Okay, technique it is. So that we will learn. So main aspect of your go back n is nothing but it will define, the word only defines what. Okay, the receiver sends multiple frames at a time, it can send multiple frames at a time, and it will be having its own sender's number, it will be their sequence number. Each and every time it will be sending multiple frames, and after sending multiple frames it doesn't mean that each one have to send an acknowledgement at that moment only. They may send it later, but it will be sending all the frames at a time. If any problem exists, only those frames it will be going back, getting corrected, then it moves forward. That happens in the go back n ARQ. Okay, so it will be using a concept called a sliding window protocol. Sliding window protocol is nothing but when one frame is over, it will move to the next frame directly. Slide moves. Okay, that is called a sliding window protocol. Okay, its main aspect of go back n is it improves the efficiency of transmission. It can send multiple frames at a time and reduce time. Mainly when you are said to be sending multiple frames at a time, you need not wait for all the frames to get executed. Okay, so that is the thing, that it reduces the waiting time, and sender is waiting for the acknowledgement from the receiver. Mainly one aspect is that go back and here also the acknowledgement has to be approved, then only the receiver and he can get all the informations properly in a correct way. Okay, that is the main aspect if you are go back n. Okay, the sender sliding window, in this one, the sender transmits all the frames which are there, n number of frames are there, it will be sent and it will be receiving the acknowledgement, and its size is maximum is n, and sender it maintains in the buffer one or the other copy of all the packets which are being sent, so that what happens if any one of the packet fails, once again the packet can be sent. Okay, resending of the data can be done. At that time the timing is being maintained, like nothing but you can say a timeout is being achieved when some problem is there. Then once again when the packets are being sent, the timing starts flowing in that particular session. Okay, and the data acknowledgement at the receival time, like there also it maintains a buffer where when it gets all the information it receives it and stores it in the buffer. Okay, that is called a sliding window. Each and every time sliding happens, it slides, it stores the information whenever it is necessary, once again it can be fetched. Okay, so receiver's window also, when it is said to be receiving, it will be maintaining there also one buffer. Okay, so it receives all the protocols one by one, the frames it will be moving from one end to another end, it will be sending one end to another end, one end to another end, it will be sliding the window and getting all the frames which are being specifically sent at that particular moment. If any problem is there, means what, when the information it will be received, it will be received at a accurate way. Okay, it doesn't mean that it will be not receiving the information, it receives 100% information which is being corrected and it will be received. Okay, and it's a part of the sliding window protocol where the receiver receives the information one by one as it slides. Okay, it slides the information and gets the information. That is said to be a receiver window, and each and every time when it is said to be sliding, it maintains a acknowledgement, positive acknowledgement, it will be sent, and if any acknowledgement is not there, if the time is said to be expiring, previously it will be intimated. Okay, it doesn't mean that if the time is said to be expired means what, that frame is not working, once again the frame has to be resent, that it will be done that by that particular protocol. Okay, and each and every time, for example, it is being taken here, 6 frames are there, in that frames any 3 of them gets expired. For example, your 3, 4, 5. Once again the frame it will be running back and it will be sending that particular frames back. Okay, that happens in the receiver's end also, and it can send cumulative acknowledgements. Cumulative is nothing but it can at a time, like it can send multiple acknowledgements. Those are called as cumulative acknowledgement. Not all, but in 6 you can say at least 3 can be received at the other end. It will be waiting for the other ends to get back. Okay, this sender window size, it should be like it shouldn't be 1, it should be greater than 1, then only it will be go back again. If it is only one sender's window, it will be stop and wait protocol. Okay, mainly it depends on your window size, how many frames are being sent at a time. So here example of 4 frames are being sent and it will be received through acknowledgement. Okay, 0 to 3 frames are being sent and those it will be received at the receiver's end. And data packet is lost. What happens here? If the data packets are said to be lost in between, once again those data packets are said to be resent back. By using some of the other techniques, it will be resent back. In the acknowledgement part, in GBN, nothing but go back and you have cumulative and independent acknowledgement. What are those? As the comparison says, here in the cumulative, the traffic is said to be less and reliability is also less. But independent, it has more traffic and reliability is more on the particular network. Cumulative means what? You may have 2 frames, 3 frames, that much. And at a time in the cumulative representation, what happens is it will be sending the frames and that acknowledgement, it doesn't say that it will be received at that particular moment only. The acknowledgement may be received later also. Whereas in independent acknowledgement, it will be sending the frames independently and receiving the acknowledgements independently. That concept is there in the go back end. And the acknowledgement timer, it will be maintained each and every time when the information is being flowing. It should maintain an timer. In that particular time only the acknowledgement is received. Otherwise, if the acknowledgement is not reached, means the timing expire. Once again that particular frame is said to be resent back. That is called as the acknowledgement timer. And in the case 1, you can say cumulative, more packets can be acknowledged by the receiver. It can accept more packets without any acknowledgement. It can run multiple times. And disadvantage is that if the timing expires, that is the main disadvantage. If 10 packets are being sent and acknowledgement is not received, that is the main problem in case 1. That is your cumulative. Whereas in the second one, there are less chances of having a timer. Means the acknowledgement then and there only it has to be received because it is running independently. Okay, and its timer, as I said, it will be too small, but will be maintained and it should be acknowledged in that particular time only. That is your case 2. That is independent. Okay, the relationship is being maintained in your go back in the window size and the sequence number. What do you mean by window size? Is that if I have only 10 frames, those 10 frames it will be placed with their particular sequence number. In that particular sequence only it will be like sliding the window one by one after the other. The windows are being one after the other, the frames are being run and it will be accepted. Mainly why the sequence number is being implemented is it shouldn't have the duplicate packets which are being sent through the other end. Okay, so for that reason you use the concept of sequence number. And advantages of your go back n, it can send multiple frames at a time. Okay, it can set multiple groups at a time, it can be sent. An acknowledgement can be received as 1 or more frames can be acknowledged at a time. Then efficiency is more. Since you are sending multiple frames at a time, the performance of the system is also good one. Okay, and waiting time is said to be concerned very less compared to the other protocols. Okay, and mainly remember in this go back n, it doesn't support only 1 frame. It should be greater than your window size. It should be greater than 1. And receivers also, it should be either 1, it will be receiving one by one the frames. Sender window, it can send multiple frames at a time. Receiver end, it will be receiving only 1 at a time. And here you will be using in go back n two like acknowledgements. One is cumulative and independent. Cumulative multiple frames and acknowledgement may be later. Independent frame, it should be maintaining an acknowledgement at that particular momentum. Okay, this is the concept of go back n. Remember, it can send multiple frames, it has greater efficiency, it has less time to execute. Okay, this is the concept of go back n. Okay, thank you.